Hello everyone, in this video I'll be sharing with you the Ford Ranger Wildtrak 4x2 which just increased in price by 325,000 pesos from 1.624 million to 1.949 million pesos. This is the Ford Ranger Wildtrak 2.0 liter diesel engine. This is a turbocharged diesel engine, so this is the turbo right here. So you have your compression zone, just in case anything happens with a frontal collision, at least your engine is safe. So yeah, you have your compression zone. Then this is your snorkel, just in case you're going through some flood. This is for your water sprinkler, purified as much as possible, purified water. This is your coolant. And then of course, this is your battery, 1 year warranty for your battery, and your computer box. And that's the front for your hood. So this one is capable of as much as 180 horsepower, so at the full speed. So yes, the full speed will be at 5,500 RPM, but yeah, this can reach very high speeds since you have 180 horsepower. So for long drives, it will be a great benefit to you, especially if you're going to Ilocos, to Bicol from Metro Manila. So this is very much capable even in just one go. So no need for any stopovers. And the torque maximum of this one is 420 Newton meters of torque. So you're very capable also, just in case you're going to steep terrains or if you have you're fully loaded. So yeah, this is a very good engine to have. Part of your 2026 Ford Ranger Wildtrak, you still have your dark gray front grille, very nice. And then the grille was made for optimal air intake, even here and even down here. And this is in a correlation design with your C-clamp, LED daytime running lights, LED headlights, LED high beam, and your turn signal indicators. So this one, we got this design from the F-150. From those of you who are familiar with those, especially for our US clients, given that Ford is a US brand. This is your front fog lamps, LED already. And you have your very unique front grille. Since the Wildtrak front grille, it's a gray part here until the other side and then down also. You have your front mini bash plate. Then for your towing purposes in both sides. So yeah, the hood is already with a aerodynamic muscular design. So you have the two muscles here, and you have a little bit of a butter knife design over there. So that's for your very muscular box type front. For the side profile of your Ford Ranger Wildtrak, you have your 18 inches. So it's a grayish mags. So 18 inches for the mag size. Then you have your Goodyear tires, which is very capable here in the Philippines, especially if you'll be mostly using it for city driving, a little bit in the, not really for off-road. So yeah, this is a very good tires to have already. You have some mud flaps. So this is very good for protection so that the small stones and the mud won't be damaging this part of your Ford Ranger. These are your functional exhaust vents from the engine. Since when you're going through good speed, the air intake will be coming from here, and in the front end, you have your functional exhaust pipes here. So you have, they're actually functional. And then your turn signal indicators are here in your side mirrors. So this will always be gray regardless of the color of the body color of the unit. So for example, this one is aluminum metallic. You still have your gray side mirrors. And for the Wildtrak, it's the top of the line. So you'll be having your functional roof rails. So this one, some of my clients, they have some clips for the crossbars. And you can actually load this for what I know is around 80 kilos. So yeah, that's good for that. Then here you have your keyless entry. And what's nice about this is you have your anti-slip step board. So you can see the difference. You have some spikes for your steps, so it won't be slippery in case you're going off-roading, or if it's raining, it won't be really that slippery. Then for your fashion bar, so this is not a roll bar, this is a fashion bar. So you have the same style as the roof rail. So here also, some of my clients, they can clip some things here like a crossbar. And then this one, of course, this is a diesel. As long as your doors are unlocked, this is also unlocked. So that's the only lock and unlock mechanism of your gas tank. This one will be having a leaf spring suspension. This one, leaf spring suspension. So this one gives the unit a carrying capacity maximum of 1,200 kilograms. That's very, very heavy. Although most pickups are around 1,000 or 900, this one is 1,200 kilograms. And then of course you have your disc brakes at the rear for faster braking capacity. Also in the front, you have your mud flaps, and you have your anti-slip, also rear back steps. So it's only Ford that has this one right now. And then it gives you a very, very functional pickup truck. The rear part of your Ford Ranger Wildtrak. So you'll be having your third brake light. You have your brake lights here, LED already, and your tail lights here. Of course, if you're a Wildtrak, you're at the top of the line, you already have your lock. So just in case you have a trifold or any kind of lid, you can lock to secure your belongings. This is your Ford logo, and below that you have your rear camera. You have your Ranger engravement here. So even the butter knife design is engraved. You have your Wildtrak emblem. Very nice. And for the Wildtrak, you already have your rear sensors. Rear sensors, rear sensors. And then for your plate number, you'll be having some lights. So some lights here. And then this one is to get your emergency tire. So for the Wildtrak, it's already very, very light. So even if you're just using some fingers, you already have the tailgate lift assist with this one. So this one is the mechanism that makes the tailgate very, very light. Even just with 2 fingers, you can carry it. So we have a very nice Ford bed liner. So pogi talaga. Then you have your 6 tie downs. So you have your 1, then 2, and then you have your third one here. Times 2, since you have 2 sides. And then this one is for your 230 volts inverter. So this is a very, very functional if you're going for a camping. So you have your inverter here. You have your clips. You can clip it here. It's you can lock this one just in case you have to leave some valuable things. And of course, you have a very, very nice design for your Ford Ranger. Inside the top of the line Ford Ranger Wildtrak, very, very sleek in design. So you'll see at once you have your leather seats, of course, and you have your Luxe Yellow or gold stitching around the interior. So that's the accent for the inside. But first, let us start with the door, of course. So you don't have your door handle here. Your door handle is already here. Okay, so yan na po siya. You have your lock and unlock for the doors of your unit as well as your gas tank. And then here you have your leather. So soft touch. And as well as here, even more soft touch. Okay, and then here it's for your windows. This is to adjust the side mirrors. And this is to fold the side mirrors electronically, even if you're in transit. And this is to lock the mirror, so that to lock the windows, so that nobody can open or close the windows. Okay, so you have more than enough space. Then of course you have your 6 speakers. And then here for the seats, they are already power seat adjusted, front, rear, down, up. And then this is for your lumbar support, which is here. Okay, and then this one is for your cup holders. So you have it in both sides. Then this one is for the light in your bed liner. Okay, focus. And this one is for your headlights. So this one is to off the headlights. This is to activate the parking lights, automatic headlights, and standard headlights. This is for the brightness of your instrument cluster and of your infotainment touchscreen. And then this one is for your headlight leveling, just in case you are fully loaded. So if you are fully loaded, the pickup truck will be heavy here, so it will be like that. So your tendency is your headlights might be going to the cars coming across of you. So it's better to lower your headlight using this one, so that it won't be dangerous on the road. This one is to adjust. So you can adjust this telescopic and tilting. Now let's get inside. What I like about the Ford Rangers is you have a very sleek. So to start the unit, you just have to step on the brake and then press this one, as long as your key fob is with you. Okay, so of course you can see that you have your digital instrument cluster, so 6 inches digital. You can control it using this one. So this is to go back, this is to go to the menu. So you can see it's going up, down. So what I like about this is you can measure your trips. So this one, just click OK. If you want to measure your trip, so basically you have to start from 0. You just click OK. Hold it for 2 seconds. Then yeah. So here you can see how far you've gone. So 0 kilometers, your average speed, then the time, total time, and then your fuel economy. This is for your gas tank. So basically we're 0 kilometers to empty. Or park, reverse, neutral, drive, manual. 29 degrees, this is your temperature outside the unit. And 12.1 kilometers, that's your odometer. So you have your compass actually, which is facing west. And then this one is your handbrake sign. This is your engine temperature. Okay, so sorry for that. Here in the steering wheel, you'll be noticing you have your gold stitching, which I really like. Let me show you a little bit here. Yeah, so that's better. You have your yellow stitching all throughout the unit. There, all throughout, even here in small areas. Very nice. This is for your cruise control to activate, limit, to set higher, lower, then cancel or reset. This is for your volume, and this is for your voice control. Okay. So what's nice about this one is this is electronic power assisted already. So you can make a U-turn even just using one hand, because it's very, very light and easy to handle. And here you have this molding here, so it makes it easier to grip. And you have your piano black design plastic here. The beep, it's better than regular beep. So this one, you have 12 inches of your infotainment touchscreen. So what's nice about this is it's wider and longer compared to the regular touchscreen, even of some Everest variants. So what the use of this is mostly, or 80 to 90%, is to pair your phone. So to pair your phone, and then you activate Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so that the apps in your phone like Spotify, like Viber, Telegram, Waze, Google Maps, you can see it here. It will be mirrored here in the infotainment touchscreen. So this is 12 inches, so basically one ruler. And then here you can also see the unit settings. So like your general, like your connectivity. So general settings, for example, your brightness, your clock, some updates, the temperature. For the vehicle settings, for example, if you want to make it your side mirrors auto folding, you can click it over here. Sorry for that. So all of the settings, the lights, the wipers, the windows, everything can be found here already. Okay, you can also activate or control your air vents. So for the Wildtrak, you can have the dual climate. You can have it not dual, so you can have it dual. So you can control it here. So for example, 19 here, and then for me, it's only 16. So that's possible. Can be dual climate. For your fan speed, you can control it here, or you can also control it here. So this is the good thing about the Wildtrak, is you also have your manual aircon control. So on and off. So it's off, on, fan speed for your volume, on and off for your volume. This is for your temperature, max AC, maximum defoggers. This is to make it circulation for your air, and then the hazard sign. So here for the Wildtrak, you already have your wireless charging. You also have your wire charging, type C and USB type, and your gear shifter is already very nice. So here you have to click this one to change gears, and then this one is to release the handbrake, and then this one is to pull the handbrake, and then this one is for your traction control, and this is for your driving modes. So if I press this, so it will go from normal mode, you have to see it, normal mode, then to eco mode, that's eco, then towing or hauling, and then slippery mode. Yeah, let's put it back to normal mode. So basically, those are the driving modes. We don't have sport mode. This is your key fob. Iba yung dating kapag Ford yung nasa belt mo. It's just different. Okay, so here we have a second glove compartment. We have a glove compartment. So this is not a cool box like the Conquest. And then here we have a rubber, just in case you put your cell phones here or any devices there. So our rear view camera, rear view mirror is already auto dimming. So you can see the semi-calvo person talking. Hello. Okay, so this is for your lights, and then just basic for your sunglasses. So yeah, let me show you. So we still don't have the light for your mirror of your front passenger sunshade. Second row of your Ford Ranger Wildtrak, you will be having very good space. So this is already maximized for the seat, and then you still have more than enough space. Okay. So you have aircon vents already for your Wildtrak, and you have your 230 volts inverter, as well as your USB and type C charging. So what's nice about this one is this is very comfortable compared to other pickups. You can see, even just in the sitting position, it's not just flat. So it's a little bit uphill, which gives you a more relaxed sit or more relaxed fit for your seating position. And then of course, you have even features here like your soft touch. So you can see soft touch all the way for your windows. And then these are your door handles already, and you have a good space for your drinks. These are your speakers. So you also have your anti-slip steps, even with the anti-slip step board. Very nice. And you can notice your gold stitching or Luxe Yellow stitching. And when getting on and off the vehicle, you can hold this one for more assistance. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. Please give this a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informational content. For any inquiries, you can contact me at 0936-994-6643. Thank you so much for watching.